That time of the year, we're just 11 days away from the November 4th election, and the big race locally, of course, is the race for Buffalo mayor. And early voting begins tomorrow. Good evening, I'm Scott Levin. Mary Alice has the night off. Joining us, Nate Benson is talking to the candidates today and looking at the campaign war chest for each of them. Nate?
Yeah, good evening, Scott. The latest round of campaign disclosures show that Republican James Gardner has raised more money than Democrat Sean Ryan, but there's some very important context to that. If you're just looking at the numbers, since June 25th, one day after he won the Democratic Party primary, Senator Sean Ryan has raised more than $304,000 in his mayoral bid. On the other side of the aisle, Republican James Gardner has raised more than $354,000. However, in the case of Gardner, $343,000 of that was in-kind donations from himself, an almost completely self-financed campaign. And both candidates had remaining funds in their campaign coffers from previous elections, so when you look at the expenditures for each candidate since July 1st, Sean Ryan has spent more than $247,000, and Gardner has spent more than $403,000. As for independent candidate Michael Gaynor, he told me in a text exchange Friday night that he raised about $5,000 in the latest filing period. I recently sat down with the three candidates and asked them what sets them apart from politics as usual. Here's how they responded.
I don't owe anyone anything, which means I can go into the job and say, this is what needs to be done in order to make the city better, to improve, to make it more livable again. I don't care that that's Timmy's cousin who's always had that job, or Aunt Peggy who's always been employed by City Hall. Those days are over. We frankly can't afford them any longer.
And I've learned how to prioritize what problems I want to look at and how to measure the resources you have. Can you tackle that problem? Can you tackle it and make it better? So I am convinced that I'm going to be able to bring all these skill sets and all my experiences to City Hall, and that's what sets me apart from any other candidate in this race. I've been in the public sector, I've been in the private sector, I've been in the government sector, and each time I've achieved very good results.
It's about a culture of care that invests in each neighborhood and invests in each neighbor. And we do it through these big transformational projects, and then we share it with the world. And we invite other people to be part of it, because that's how we address our long-term stability as a city and a municipality, is by having more people here to contribute to the health of our communities and the vitality of our community.
Gardner told me over the phone tonight that he's not joking when he says he's in this to win it, and that's why he's donated so much of his personal funds to his campaign. On your side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Nate. A reminder also, Election Day is just over a week away now, and Nate Benson's entire Race to City Hall is streaming right now on WGRZ+, which includes more special election coverage as early voting begins tomorrow. Again, you can find that only on our streaming app, WGRZ+. Download on your TV, and you can watch it for free.